Hello YouTubers, welcome back to another Wooden Railway review video. It's Wooden Railway review time, and this time I am going to be sharing my thoughts on the brand new Wooden Railway Nia. So, finally, I wanted to do a review video on Nia, and it's about time, and today's the day. So, here is Nia out of the box. Now, before I share my opinions on this model, like I did with Rebecca in the last video, I want to share my opinions on Nia from the show. Like Rebecca, I am honestly not a fan of Nia. I don't strongly dislike her, of course. Now, like I said in the last video, if you all like Nia and Rebecca, that's fine. Not trying to say you're wrong for liking them. Maybe you like them because of their based on real life designs or something like that. Maybe you like Nia because of her design or based on real life or a period aesthetics. I don't know. But now, to be honest, in the movie, she actually wasn't that bad in the movie. I mean, at least we got a whole movie to introduce herself. You know what? In my personal opinion, she wasn't that bad in the movie. But starting in season 22, once she's on Sodor, she just felt so out of place and like Rebecca, they kind of failed to give her anything interesting as a character. Now I don't want to go into too much in this because it just feels like I'm copying Unlucky Tug's video, and I'm trying not to. But to be honest, I honestly do have some same opinion as his about Nia, but not too much. But her episodes in the Blubba era are not anything interesting, in my opinion. I don't really care for the Nia episodes as much. But I mean, at least they did try to make something interesting on Counting on Nia, where she struggles with English numbers. I thought at the start. I'm like, this is actually an interesting episode. But until at the end of the episode, it was bad, like really bad. Like the part where she looks at animals or signs or whatever. I don't remember. I haven't watched that episode in years, and I didn't even rewatch the episode before reviewing this, but it's like I can remember it's so babyish at the end, and it didn't work out for me. So that's why I disliked the episode. Like I said, the Nia episodes are not interesting. I really wish the writers could have given her something really interesting with Nia. And like I said in the Rebecca review, it's either they don't know how to write a character like this, or they're just lazy. Oh, actually, you know what? I honestly don't want to say lazy. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they were just lazy and don't care. Or three, the writers don't have enough time to give something interesting for Nia. Now, I like to think that the whole thing was so rushed. I would like to say that the writers were very rushed and pressured with all this when Blabba era was greenlit. And honestly, that's to be honest, it's kind of obvious to me. But that's just my personal opinion. Like I said, I really wish the production was given time to give Nia an interesting episode. Same with Rebecca. But personally, I like to think that everything was rushed. But at the same time, I wouldn't be surprised if the I wouldn't be surprised if the writers didn't care how to give her something interesting because they only mention her that she's from the other country, which can get pretty average at times. But anyways, I don't want to go. That's pretty much it. Now, Nia. I don't dislike Nia at all. I don't strongly hate her at all. I just don't care for her as much, or ever consider her to be my favorite character. And to be honest, Edward and Henry had some really interesting characters over the years that Nia and Rebecca do. And having Nia and Rebecca part of the Steam team, they failed to give them something really interesting as characters. But like I said, I don't wanna go into full much because like I said, it feels like I'm copying Unlucky Tug's lines. But I'm not trying to, but I'm gonna be honest, that's my opinion. I honestly have the same opinions as his. But like I said, not by much. I just don't care for Nia and Rebecca as much because their character is nothing interesting. It's just boring episodes. I can't just sit through watch a Nia episode or Rebecca episodes. They're just not interesting. Every time I rewatch them, I would click out of it because they're just not interesting. I'd rather watch Edward and Henry episodes from the old Burt Allcroft era. But but anyways, enough of that. Let's start off with this model. An excellent Nia face. More of a determined or a cheeky face. I wanna say this is more of a determined face in my opinion, but that's a really good Nia face. And also, what do you call it? The Westinghouse pump there, really nice, but I really wish it was fully painted. Good detail. The buffers. I don't know if anyone notices, but there's like a little tiny rivet details in front of her buffers. You may not see it, but if you have a Nia model, you'll look closer. You'll notice. And also, one thing I noticed is that she has no lamp like Rosie. She does not have a lamp. Um, kind of wish they'll give her a lamp. But anyways, now looking to the sides. Really nice details here and there. Um, I don't know. I don't know if it's just me. I I would have to say that I think every when really Nia has the same problem. Um, her label's name and her number 18 is like a little blurry. I don't know if this is just mine. I'm pretty sure everyone who has Nia has that, but figured I'd point it out. But anyways, a really nice side rods, and also I just noticed that she has the springs at the back, like when she travels on the way rails. I really never noticed that until now. She's got some really like a nice spring detail here for traveling boogies. That's really nice. So you got some nice rivets, side rods, and everything. Really nice. And honestly, I don't mind her wheels at all. I expected her to have like Thomas's wheels, but also she has James's chassis for some reason, and that explains why she has the zoo car at the back, of which I'll get to in a bit. But I'm not sure why Nia has James's chassis. I found it odd because when I knew that Wind Railway 2 line was greenlit, I would if they were gonna make Nia, I would expect her to have her have 6 wheels. Now I wouldn't mind. But this doesn't really bother me too much. I think it still looks good on her, so not a big deal for me in my personal opinion. And for strange reason, her firebox glow is purple. That is a very strange choice. Now, I can see why they did to match the zoo car, but still, that does not work. And they should have went with that. They should have went with that direction. A purple in the firebox does not work for me. I'm sorry. Um, got a really nice coal bunker at the top. Really nice. And that's really it, in my opinion. That's really it about Nia. She's really got some really nice details. And also I noticed too, her like her black details and her dome is plastic. Not much to say about that. It looks really nice. Really nice details. Really nice. Overall, Nia is really good. I really like this version. This is possibly the good Nia version of All Wind Railway. Now, now that now that we talked about Nia, let's look at the zoo car. Now, I don't really have much to say about the zoo car. I'm not sure why the zoo car was included. I mean, I do believe that this has something to do with an episode from season 24, Nia and the Unfriendly Elephant. Now, if she was given 6 wheels like Thomas, I don't think she would have been in the Tender Engines box. But the fact is that they give Nia James's chassis. This is the reason why they included the zoo car. So that means she's $5 more. Now, to be honest, it would have been better if Nia was just on her own and not on the zoo car. I really wish. Now, like I said, if she was given the 6 wheels, the zoo car wouldn't be included. So, but yes, I noticed that she has the same chassis as James, so that explains why the zoo car was included. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know much to say about this car. It's very small, and I'm not a fan of that. I really wish the car could have been bigger, or give her like a troublesome truck. But it's not a horrible rolling stock at all. It's really nice details. You got the elephant logo there. Overall, really not. Overall, I mean, an okay zoo car, but I scratch my head to ask why this was included. I mean, I know why this is included, but honestly, it's what it is. I don't work at Mattel. I don't know what they're thinking there. But anyways, let's bring in the wood version of Nia. Now, to be honest, when this came out, 2019, I honestly thought this Nia version wasn't that bad. But looking at this now and looking back to this version, it's pretty pathetic. But not a horrible wood model. I mean, you got nice details here and there, but it's still a pretty lazy model. All they did is just print details on her sides, and then the top, you got no dome. And then you just got the coal that's printed, no cone bunk. It's just not. I mean, it's not bad. Well, to be honest, my opinions could change. But looking at this wood version now, it's not great. It's lazy. It's not great. It doesn't feel like Nia at all. She's the same size as Thomas. But yeah, looking at this version, it's not great. Doesn't feel like a Nia model. So overall, what are my thoughts on Nia? I really like this version a lot. Now, I do think they could have given her 6 wheels, so we can just only have Nia and not the zoo car. I mean, if some of you like the zoo car, that's fine. But me personally, I don't know why she needs to have a zoo car, but that's just my opinion. But overall, this is a really nice Nia model. So much better than the wood version. So much better. I really like her details. I really like her length. I really like... Overall, a really impressive model. If some of you like this Nia in general, I recommend you getting her. And yeah, that is it, everybody. That's my thoughts on Nia. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this review video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, everybody.